No, thank you all for coming. I didn't expect there to be so many of you. For those of you who don't know me, my name's Dan Swords. I'm the leader of Harlow Council. Some of you will know me as the ginger bloke that's pissed at most of your home games. That's and that's certainly as well. But no, I'd like to say that I did attend every one of your home games this year, including every one. Including every lunch, I should say. I've had enough to drink. And at every single one, without fail, Alan Price has torn me apart with his jokes. We did actually nearly ask Alan to make a speech this evening, but we decided that we wanted people to laugh at his jokes. But actually, in all seriousness, I mean this with all sincerity, because I have the wonderful privilege to stand here as the leader of the council, representing all those people out there that you've just spoken about. And I have some genuinely heroic people in front of me who have been patiently sipping their beers all evening, so I'm going to rattle through this and hand over to the chair of Harlow Council, who is far more important and prestigious than I. But we have come to the end, as I was reminiscing with some of you, come to the end of what I would describe as the tear-sodden, jabbering climax of the 2022-3 season. And it's right, absolutely right, that we pay tribute to the very many people that have helped deliver the greatest season of rugby that Harlow has ever seen. So yes, the bar staff, some of you are here tonight. Physios, who I don't think are here tonight. I certainly know who they are. Some of you got it. The team managers, Nina and Stuart, I think it is. I'm not sure if some of you are here. The backroom staff, Mike Weston, Ian Rundle, who are certainly here. Yes, Jack, I know you're there as well. The board, the volunteers, everyone who has made this season a success. And yes, the supporters who I can say without any doubt came out week in, week out to support you, particularly in that cup run. But it's right now that we should commend the people that without whom this season would simply not have made sense and certainly not have been possible. That is the most successful team of players that this town has ever assembled. And I want to say of you, and my God, there's a lot of you, to every single one of you, that this is your achievement. You brought this town together in a way that we never expected when you stuffed Bishop Stortford in the pre-season last year. But you routed the doubters, scattered the doomsters, and for the first time in living memory, you caused Alan Price to talk to a Conservative politician about other Boris Johnson. But you showed every child in this town that success is not just about talent and luck, but about grit and guts and hard work and coming back from defeat. And by the way, you showed fantastic grace in victory and amazing courage in defeat, even if it was only the once. And speaking as a spectator, as I said, a regular lunch goer, and above all else, a regular Jaeger bomb sinker with your president, you produced such outbursts of tears and joy that you probably not only inspired a generation in Harlow, but helped to create one too. I can get away with that, I think. And propelled by the beer in the town, you did score more points than Saracens this year, didn't you? You scored more points than Harlequins, Exeter put together. More points, ladies and gentlemen, more points than virtually any other rugby team in England this year. And you brought rugby home to a town steeped in so much innovative history, the town that created fibre optics, I may say, the town that invented the recipe for Baileys, invented antidepressants, the franking machine, the post-it note, and now the biggest point-scoring rugby team in England. above all, you brought home the truth about us and about our town. That when we put our minds to it, there is no limit to what Harlow can achieve. You've made this town very proud. You've given hope for the future, and on behalf of the people of Harlow, I say thank you with all my heart. Now, I understand that you arrived this evening on something called Sloop John B. You've been wandering around the town, Newdid Road, drinking all night, something along those lines, but I'll leave that for later. So, thank you very much, genuinely, on behalf of the people of Harlow, because you have made us incredibly proud this year. You have achieved something that no one thought was possible. That's Alan Price talking to a Conservative politician, let alone what you've achieved on the pitch. So on behalf of the people of Harlow, thank you very much.
And again, good evening to you all and welcome to this very special occasion as we gather here tonight to celebrate the very first of our Gems of Harlow receptions. As the chair of the council, it's my great pleasure to be hosting this as the first event to recognise the incredible contribution of people, places and organisations that make our community of Harlow sparkle and shine. Tonight we come together to applaud and to honour Harlow Rugby Club, a true gem of our town. Your club has been an integral part of our community for many years. And, as I've come to learn, your impact reaches far beyond the boundaries of just the rugby field. This reception tonight is a testament to the dedication, hard work and spirit of all of those involved in the club. Now, I can't pretend to be an expert on rugby, although I do know that union is far superior to league. The last time I played rugby was in 1993 at school, so that's 30 years ago. Now I went outside of Harlow, my hometown, to school. I went to Davenant, and at Davenant they considered themselves at that time to be a real rugby school. So my year in our first 15 included Jeff Probin Jr. and Andrew Le Chevalier, and I really did learn, therefore, at the school of hard knocks, and I mean hard knocks. But what I did learn was that the adage, rugby is a thug's game played by gentlemen, had a huge slice of truth in it. And it's a pleasure to see and hear reinforced tonight that the rugby club embodies the values that many of us hold dear. Teamwork, sportsmanship, fair play, and the community. Over the years, the club has not only excelled on the rugby pitch, as we've seen particularly in the last season, but has also served as a focal point, and I think particularly since moving to the new grounds, for fostering friendships, for promoting a healthy lifestyle, and creating some amazing lifelong memories. Of course, the success of the rugby club would not be possible without the tireless efforts of its members, volunteers, coaches, players and supporters. Each individual involved has played a vital role in shaping your club's journey, nurturing the talent and instilling a passion for sport. Your commitment to the development of our young athletes, particularly your unwavering support for the club's initiatives, and your dedication to promoting and fostering inclusivity has already made a lasting impact on the lives of many people. But the club's influence extends well beyond the playing field. The rugby club is seen as a pillar of support within our community now, reaching out and engaging with schools, charities and other organisations. Through community programmes, you use the power of sport to bring people together, to inspire confidence and to encourage personal growth. Tonight, we, your council, through myself as chair and Councillor Swords as leader, who's kindly funded my ambition to host these receptions, want to recognise and express our gratitude to all of you for your outstanding achievements, both on and off the field. And so it's important, ladies and gentlemen, that we do celebrate those achievements as a town, and we encourage organisations like yours to continue your exceptional work, inspiring the next generation of not just athletes, but of our community leaders. I want to take a moment to acknowledge the club's committee members, coaches and volunteers for their dedication and selflessness. Your passion to your sport and your unwavering commitment to the club are commendable. We're fortunate as a town in Harlow to have such a dedicated team driving the club's success. And of course, our appreciation to the players, their families and the supporters. Your commitment, resilience and sportsmanship are testaments to the values of rugby and indeed the values of our town. You've made our whole community very proud. And your accomplishments, particularly those of the last year, have not gone unnoticed. Even people that are not sports fans have been commenting about Twickenham and about your run. And so tonight, I'd like to formally hand over a certificate, the very first of its kind in Harlow's history, and the first of a number that I hope to give this year, to congratulate and toast Harlow Rugby Club as a shining gem of our town. May the club continue to grow and prosper, bringing joy and inspiration and unity to our community for many years to come. Thank you, and I'd like to invite the club's president and the club captain up to receive the certificate from me.
Has anyone got a chair for Alan?
Yeah, no, just look straight so that the sun flash doesn't bounce on it. He just wants to hide the Welsh bag.
Hold it there.
They expect me to talk a little bit about politics, and tonight I will not. Except to say, thank you for the £50 refund from and thank you very much for another £20 or £30 worth of beer. I'll take that off my council tax as well. 51 years at Harlow Rugby Club, and I have to genuinely say, the best season I've ever experienced. It's been in the making. We always believed it. Now we do believe it. It's not going to be easy next year, but we'll compete, and we're going to be competing to win that bloody league. Not just to be there. We're going to be there and make our presence felt. I will hardly thank the council. I mean, who knew that Dan could speak like that? He's not like that when he's having lunch. He's not like that when he's having a few beers and a pork. And I've since heard pins. but we do thank the council for their very kind wishes. And more importantly, we thank the council for their involvement in our community club. We pride ourselves on being a community club. Yes, it's great that we've got the first team squad here today and the first team squad went to Twickenham. But it's under 6 boys and girls. It's the ladies rugby. It's the coach rugby. It's anybody who wants to play rugby. Never ever unable to play rugby because of financial means. We are a community club. We develop the community, and it's not to try and get under 6s into the first team. It's because we think it's the right thing to do. We think rugby is a great sport. We think it's a great way for children to grow up and learn about lots of things that Andrew and Dan have been talking about. And whichever level we reach, we will be a community club. Thank you, Harlow Council, for this. It's one of the highlights of my 51 years at Harlow. Thank you very much.